Hello everyone, this is Teri. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Astro Tarot. I'm a practicing astrologer and a tarot reader, and today's video is about the Venus moving into the sign of Cancer. And Venus would be in the sign of Cancer. It would be going through its journey in the sign of Cancer from the 31st of July until the 25th of August. And that's more or less the average journey of Venus through a sign, and there would be a shift from, if you think that from Gemini, from a mutable and air sign into a water and cardinal sign. Of course, this shift would be in the different areas of life, because as you move sign, you m- move houses as well in the chart, at least in terms of transit. So that could be interesting, because from a more rational aspect to more emotional thing, and from more flexibility to taking the leads of things. Of course, the as per the crab, it is always thought that there is this sideways of the Cancer, but there is this when it becomes the tribe, the family, the home, the past, and everything related with the where they belong. In a way, there is this really cardinal and the more defensive type of thing happening. So we always have to keep in mind that Cancer is a cardinal sign. So when there is any need, they will take that initiative, they action, especially when it comes to their loved ones. So when we are thinking about the planet Venus, of course, it's about the relationships, how we relate to people, and the values. I mean, how we value things. And of course, there is all this love, peace, harmony, but there is also the aesthetics in the art, etc., are included in that. And during the period when Venus in Cancer, we can be thinking about like relating to people. It could be anyone. I mean, in a more emotional way, in a more sensitive way, in a more nurturing, caring way. And also, I mean, we can to look at the values and everything. I mean, we may value the things of the past, what belongs to family more during that time, or we might appreciate the time that we are passing at home, because that could be valuable for us during that period as well. And for the, of course, the artist, whoever in this uh, they are having this transit, it could be also quite putting their maybe feelings and their how they feel, their inner world could be reflected much on their arts, and it could change the type of art that they are making or they are creating in that period as well. So the examples could be a lot for the Venus in Cancer in that sense. Only what we need to um, consider is that Cancer is ruled by the moon. So moon, as we know, changes signs very quickly. I mean, that's the it's not a planet, but when we consider like seven traditional planet, that's the fastest moving one. So on average, 2.5 days. So during this period from July 31st until August 25, like a 25 days period, the moon would be the dispositor of the Venus in Cancer. So every time moon changes sign, it will change how the Venus in Cancer would be acting in a certain area of our lives, where the Cancer is the house that Cancer is in our natal charts in that sense. And of course, I mean, when we are thinking about the Cancer as the cardinal signs, we have to take into consideration the placements, natal placements in Aries and also Libra and Capricorn, and they might be impacted. I mean, these kind of natal placements might be impacted more during this Venus in Cancer period, and of course, there would be interaction with the other planets in the sky during this period, starting with the Saturn and Neptune, which are in Aries, still in Aries at the moment, but they are retrograde. And that could be that, I mean, like how we relate to people. I mean, like maybe we are more caring in a way. I mean, like it's like we are including in our circle all the family or people that we feel like we are belonging to their circle. And when Venus in Cancer is acting in that way, then it would be a conflict, because when we are thinking about the Saturn in Aries or Neptune in Aries, or they are retrograde, so they are much slower and they are not 100% in expression. But still, I mean, we are thinking about there's this clash about our own selves. I mean, like, no, our ideals, our dreams, or how we structure things, how we put limits, or what is our reality, our personal individual reality could be at the beginning conflicting with Venus, but Venus will move fast, so this would be only a momentarily conflict in that sense, and there would be a nice interaction between the Venus and Jupiter in the sky. Again, of course, we have to consider in the context in terms of our charts how this meeting of Venus and Jupiter in the sky would be uh, affecting our natal chart, or how they will get into contact with the other placements in our natal chart, and which house, which area of life it would be happening. These are all things. I mean, there is a general expression, but we always have to look into how it might impact us individually. So when we look at Venus and Jupiter in Cancer, we could be talking about, like, really, it's like the harmonious. There is a harmony in the way that we grow, or the way that we find meaning in things. The maybe the meaning that we give to where we are coming from and how we relate to that. And it could be, I mean, like a re-exploration of our roots and everything in this period as well. There could be really a nice interaction between Venus and Jupiter, but on the other hand, we have to again think if it's conflicting anything that exists in our chart. For example, if we have Sun in Aries or Sun in Libra and that kind of thing, it could be like it could be conflicting how we are. I mean, how we express ourselves, how our identity is, how our conscious is, and so we could see sometimes more clash rather than harmonious, or in a way um, a nice interaction with that. So we always have to look at into the things in context uh, with our natal chart when we are talking about the transits in a way. So I think that would be Venus in Cancer in general. So there would be this emotional uh, Venus that would be on the action from 31st of July until August 25th. and after that it will move into the sign of Leo, and there we will see what is going to happen, what are the probabilities, and what is the possibility that is coming through that transit that time. So I wish all the best and bye bye.